Question is this a good bag where you can get your gun out quickly in a fight while riding a motorcycle or on a motorcycle? I've been testing this in normal everyday applications. Now let's find out if it's good for the motorcycle girlies. Especially if we're riding and have to get it out left-handed. So basically you'd have to draw reversed if you're carrying it how you usually would. Or have it prepared left-handed and draw it like that. Let's find out. I don't know how far this mic will connect, so. All right, it's go time. Take one. If I had land, I could actually draw the real thing. All right, ready? Okay. Okay, we're riding. We have our hand on the throttle and your gun. You know, I didn't think about the whole stopping with I didn't think about stopping with to grab the clutch while I'm holding this. I really hope I don't have to end up throwing this at some point. Okay, that was actually really not bad for a take one. I obviously, with gloves, we don't have a lot of can't really feel what's going on when we're trying to grab the strap. Really not bad. I mean, obviously the draw time wasn't too fast. I really hope no one's watching me. Nope, someone's watching me. Cool, we're gonna do this way now. We're getting ready to go again. Let's say we're riding. There's a neighbor. Oh, didn't get it that time. Thankfully, this is not actual emergency. We're practicing. Okay, you see with that one? I couldn't find the strap in the heat of the moment, and so I just yanked this and brought it down. Of course, at that point, I was getting a little close to y'all, so I didn't want to fall. There's a lot of gravel on this parking lot. It's really annoying, actually. All right, we're gonna try this again before our neighbor gets back. Oh, I'm not in gear. That would help. Ooh, that's a lot of gravel. Don't like that. Gravel's not my friend, guys. Okay. I dropped the remote. Okay, but did y'all see that? What'd you think? That wasn't bad. Okay. Oh, I didn't drop it. I think it would be faster to keep your hand on the throttle and then just do it left-handed than to try and grab the clutch and do it right-handed. But we're gonna try both. We're gonna try both. Away we go again. I hope no one's looking out their windows. I look so nerdy. This time, we're going to grab the clutch, do it all. Oh geez, that feels even more awkward. Okay, we still got it out. Don't fall. Okay, we still did get it out that time, but I was really struggling with that. I don't know why. I felt so much better doing it with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed. So something I can't do today that I'm going to have to practice is shooting with gloves on, because obviously that's not how I usually do it. So you're gonna be riding and prepared to defend yourself in that kind of situation. You need to make sure you're practicing with all the different facets. Practicing your draw in the sitting position, through it with the bag, one-handed, shooting with your gloves on, all the things. Hold on, this is turning off. Okay. If you are sitting at a light, your hand on the clutch like this, right? If you're in gear, which you should usually be in gear on a motorcycle. I'm not always in gear because sometimes I'm grooving to the music. But if you're in gear, your hand's gonna be on the clutch, okay? You'd be balanced, your hand's on the clutch, you're waiting for the light, Then all of a sudden, oh my God, okay. So so it's gonna slow down your draw time a little bit. Say you're at a stoplight and you need to access it really quickly, and you're not worried about stalling out your bike or whatever, what that's gonna feel like with letting your bike stall out. So we're gonna get into gear, turn on the bike, and then we're gonna draw and see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're just waiting to go at the red light. Oh my God, there's a bad guy. We're just gonna. So don't startle the fact that you just lurched forward. It's fine. It was mildly terrifying. I haven't stalled out since I first started riding a motorcycle. And I don't like it any more now than I did then. We're gonna do one more time, and only one more time, because I don't want to hurt its engine. And I feel like that could be a problem. Okay. Sitting at a stoplight, waiting to go. Woo. Okay. We're gonna ignore the hand on the hip thing, because that's just a YouTube thing. We would not do that in real life. That's just a goofy panicking because we stalled out our bike moment. But yes, I think that would be good, is if you have to get it that quick at a stoplight, like it's that important that you just need to get your gun right now, it would be worth it to just let go and get it out faster, because otherwise your alternative is either is going to be keeping your hand on the clutch, yanking this like this, and then getting the gun out. Seconds count. You need to make sure you're making good use of your seconds. Okay, that was fun. I'm done now. Okay. We didn't fall and hurt ourselves. We successfully drew several times from the holster. Also, before I go, I want to show you what I'm doing right here. I have this chain that I have attached to the bag here, and then also here, that way to keep it in place and make sure there's no movement around while I'm riding, because when you're yanking on this, you don't want it to go woo woo. Like, you know, it could be super windy, you never know, especially when you're riding. But also, I think getting something like this is a really great idea just for like your everyday, because then if someone tries to steal your bag off you, yank it over your shoulder or whatever, they can't get it. It's not coming off. So that way you don't have to worry about people stealing your bag and getting your gun, because that's a big concern when you carry off-body. So I definitely think this is going to be my go-to bag for long bike trips when I just want quick access to it on the road and I don't want to have to be fiddling with my gear. So now a few quick things before I end the video. I mentioned before maybe using a left-handed holster in here so that when you draw with your left hand while moving, and so you can keep your hand on the throttle, you're not having to try and twist your arm around to get to it. And then also another thing I was thinking about, if you're in that situation where you're on the road and you've had to draw your gun out, right? If you have to reholster while you're still moving, you would have to twist it around, and it's going to be a lot harder to not flag yourself if you are doing all these gymnastic things to try and get your gun back into the holster, okay? Now, if you're in that situation where you have had to draw your gun, you've had to fire, if the situation has de-escalated and you need to stop to call the police, and you're able to stop, maybe the right move would be to drop your gun, unless it's a P320, don't do that. But the average handgun, maybe the safer move would be to drop it. I don't know. That's going to be something you need to think about and have in your head, maybe like kind of what you're going to do. Otherwise, you're going to keep riding and put it back as safely as you can while moving. I mean, obviously when I was practicing with the TV remote, I could just do whatever with it. When I needed to stop, I could drop it, I could tuck it in between my legs, I threw it back in the bag. But with a handgun, you have to be a little more careful than that. Just making sure when you're practicing those things that you're practicing with that in mind so that you keep yourself safe. So yes, Cake's concealed carry bags are motorcycle girly approved. Make sure you use code CUTIEPATOOTIE if you're gonna buy one, because it gives you a percentage off and also gets me a small kickback.
Hey.
Hi.
I know this is a weird question, but I'm an actual photographer.
Oh, cool.
If you want, I just need to walk back. I'll take a couple pictures of you on your bike.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
You don't have to, but I just thought I'd ask.
No, I mean, sure. I'm actually filming a YouTube review of this bag, but I mean, sure, I'm not against it.
It'll take me probably.
Yeah, sure. I'll be here.
Okay, cool.
That's so sweet. Okay, I just made a friend and met a neighbor. And we just did a really awesome photo shoot because she's a photographer. So I'm gonna include some of those at the end of this video. You can see the rest of them on Instagram. That was so fun. Yeah, I've never had someone come up to me and say, hey, you wanna do a photo shoot? And I was like, okay. She's so sweet.